Hey everybody, it's me Arlene, Delicious Delights. Welcome to my channel. Now today I want to talk about a new release fragrance, one that I was actually considering to blind buy, but luckily I didn't. I'm going to try to not blind buy as much, and I went out and got a sample of it. It's right here. This is Black Opium Illicit Green from the house of YSL. So this was just released in 2022. Top notes are fig leaf, green mandarin, and pear. Middle notes are fig, orange blossom, and jasmine. Base notes are bourbon vanilla, coffee, and patchouli. All right, so I really enjoyed the original, sorry, not the original, the extreme version. That's my favorite. I also really liked the neon version. Those are my two favorites. The original one is all right as well, but anyways, let's get this on test strip. I've tested this on my skin as well. I was excited about this release mostly because there's fig and fig leaf in this scent here, and I thought that would be really interesting mixing, you know, Black Opium with some fig, because I do like the note of fig very much. And what I get here in the opening, well, the very first sniff, I think that if you've already sniffed or tested or worn the original Black Opium, you would recognize right away the DNA in here is very similar to the original. So right away, I get the coffee, I get the dark chocolate. It is slightly bitter. There's a bit of cocoa powder, chocolatiness in here. Along with the original Black Opium DNA, along with that, I also get a fruity, juicy sweetness in here. It is behind the coffee and the vanilla, the dark chocolate, that's the most prominent thing. But I also get a nice, sweet, extra sweet, juicy fruit note in here. It is a bit tart and it does give it a little bit of a bite, but it doesn't really smell like fig to me. At least in the opening, I don't really get the fig at all. I don't get the green mandarin either, or the pear. It's mostly that Black Opium, the original Black Opium, plus a non-distinct fruity sweetness. So after the dry down, I still smell the original Black Opium in here. But now on my skin, what I started noticing is a greenness that started to peek through in here. And the greenness in here was creamy, it was leafy, not grassy, but it did make me think of fig leaf, and it's nice. I really enjoy it. I really enjoy the mid because of that extra green something that made me think of fig leaf, but not actually of the fig fruit. So in the dry down of Black Opium Illicit Green, the coffee note in here gets a little bit more smoky on my skin. And also something happens, and this is my most favorite part of this fragrance when I wore it. And it started to get milky. This lactonic note started to come forward. And then it made me think of fig milk. So not the actual fruit, but fig milk. And I've had it before. It is a very nice taste, and I do get that in the way dry down. So the dry down is my favorite part of this scent for sure, mostly because of that milky, creamy, milky vanilla note in here that mixes in with the coffee, and then it feels like you're, you know, coffee, well in Dutch it's called koffie verkeerd, where there's more milk than coffee in the coffee. I do enjoy my coffee like that sometimes, and it made me think of that. So yeah, it's lovely. It's lovely, especially the dry down. It's the most enjoyable part for me. So that said, do I need this in my collection? I'm gonna say no, I don't need this in my collection. Well, because I think that without picking apart the scent too much, like if I was just wearing it and I wasn't actually, you know, sniffing it all the time, then I think that most people would say that this is quite similar to the original Black Opium. Actually, it did remind me a lot of the Black Opium Neon as well because of that fruity sweetness. So for me, I think it's a bit redundant to own. It's not that different from the original and some other flankers in here. And if I were to go for a fruitier version of the Black Opium, I would probably go for the Neon because I like that fruitiness in that one a little bit more than in here. So in any case, my favorite is still the extreme version. I love that one. I'm wearing that one so much, you guys. It's one of my most worn this year for sure. But this is a pleasant scent, very, very pleasant. If you are a collector, I'm pretty sure you would like this. If you like the original Black Opium DNA, you would probably like this as well. But for me, it's not so different that I need to own this one. But the bottle is nice too, with a nice green thing. A green, I don't know, the circle part where it says Black Opium is nice and green as well. So that's really nice to look at. So those were my quick thoughts of Black Opium Illicit Green from the House of YSL. Please let me know in the comments what you think of this scent. I would love to hear it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I'll see you soon in the next one. Take care, guys. Bye-bye.